Hi everyone, my name is Kate. Welcome back to my wondernetting channel, and today I'm gonna tell you and show you how to crochet this beautiful mesh top for summer. It's not the usual mesh crochet top, it's with lace in the middle, and you can make it any size you want. I will tell you how to make it. This top without seams on the sides, and the back part looks like this. Actually, you can make your back part your front part and wear it like this, it doesn't matter. It's super easy to crochet. In 1 or 2 days you can make it. This top looks good with a dark top underneath as well as with a light one. I've been asked by many people what hobbies I have besides crocheting and knitting, what else I'm into, and I've been wanting to get into professional videography and photography, especially just by my phone, because it's not always convenient to take a big camera with you. And since this video is sponsored by Skillshare, I have a great opportunity to finally get back to this topic, especially as we get closer to summer. Everyone has a desire to learn something new that they've been wanting to learn for so long, and I decided to start too. Videography and photography has always interested me, and as soon as I started blogging, I realized that sooner or later I need to develop in this direction as well. And I just found a class on Skillshare that is perfect for me. For example, shoot high quality video with an iPhone for your brand or business. And I think summer days, beautiful nature are a great time to practice these skills. Skillshare is a huge learning community with thousands of classes led by experts in their industry such as film, illustration, design, freelancing, productivity, and more. And you can find a variety of classes on Skillshare too for every interest, from drawing to cooking. Invest in yourself, find new things and develop your skills with Skillshare. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1 month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today! Let's get ready for summer together. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and we're gonna crochet beautiful things together. We will need 1 skein of yarn in 100 grams for 100 meters, less than 1 skein, about 75 grams. I have Salt and Solid from Hobby, and this color is number 10. You can use any yarn that you like, just not too thick. Also, hook 3.5 millimeters, needle, and scissors. We're gonna start with magic ring, make like this, and hold this yarn like this. Insert the hook into the ring, grab the yarn, pull it out, and make chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then yarn over and make double crochet into the ring. Grab the yarn, pull it out, crochet first 2 loops, then 2 more. This is how we're gonna start each row, and we will call it the first double crochet cluster. Chain of 3 and double crochet. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and make the second double crochet cluster. Yarn over, insert the hook into the ring, grab the yarn, pull it out, and crochet only 2 loops on the hook. Then yarn over again, insert the hook into the ring, grab the yarn, pull it out, and crochet again only 2 first loops on the hook. You have 3 loops on the hook, then grab the yarn and crochet all 3 together. It's the usual double crochet cluster, not the first one. Then chain of 9. You can a little tighten the ring, like this. Then yarn over, insert the hook into the ring and make double crochet cluster again. So crochet only first 2 loops on the hook, like this. Then yarn over again, insert the hook into the ring, grab the yarn and crochet only first 2 loops on the hook. You have 3 loops, crochet them together, like this. Then chain 2, yarn over again, and make again double crochet cluster the same way. Crochet 3 loops together, and then just continue crocheting the same pattern. Chain 9, then double crochet cluster into the ring, chain 2, again double crochet cluster, then again chain 9, and repeat this pattern in total 4 times. So I'm ending this row with chain of 9. You can now tighten the ring and then join this row with a slip stitch into the first double crochet cluster right here. It's at the top of the first double crochet. Grab the yarn and crochet first loop into the second loop. It's a slip stitch. Then make slip stitch into the next arch right here between the double crochet clusters, like this. Then chain of 3, make double crochet into this arch. It's our first double crochet cluster. Then chain 2, make the second double crochet cluster into the same place. Crochet first 2 loops, then yarn over, crochet first 2 loops, then 3 together, like this. Then make chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make 6 double crochet into the big arch. Crochet first 2 loops, then 2 more. It's the first double crochet, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth one. Then make chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat the pattern. Yarn over, make double crochet, cluster into the little arch. First 2 loops, yarn over, first 2 loops, then 3 together. Then chain 2, another double crochet cluster into the same place. First 2 loops, yarn over, first 2 loops, and 3 together, like this. Then chain 3 and 6 double crochet into the big arch, and repeat the same pattern in total 4 times. Join this row with a slip stitch into the first double crochet cluster. Then make the second slip stitch into the little arch and start row 3 with chain of 3. Then make double crochet into this arch. It's our first double crochet cluster. Then chain 2. Make double crochet cluster into the same place, like this. Then chain 3, make double crochet above the double crochet from the previous row, right here. Crochet first 2 loops, then 2 more. Then make chain 1 and make another double crochet above the next double crochet from the previous row. Chain 1 and repeat the same way until the end of the double crochet. After the last double crochet, make chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then yarn over and make double crochet cluster into the little arch between double crochet clusters from the previous row. Then chain 2 and the second double crochet cluster into the same place. Then chain 3 and make double crochet above double crochet from the previous row, then chain 1. Then the second double crochet and the chain 1 again, and repeat the same pattern until the end of the row. At the end, join the row with a slip stitch into the first double crochet cluster and make the second slip stitch into the little arch. This is how look like 3 rows. Then make chain 3 and make double crochet the first double crochet cluster. Then chain 2, make double crochet cluster into the same space. Then again chain 2 and make the third double crochet cluster into the same place. So we have 3 double crochet clusters. Then make chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and make single crochet between double crochet from the previous row. Then make chain 3 1, 2, 3, and make the next single crochet between the next double crochet from the previous row. Again chain 3 and the next single crochet. Again chain 3, single crochet. So at all we need to make 5 single crochet with chain 3, like this. Then chain 3 and make double crochet cluster between double crochet cluster from the previous row. Chain 2, double crochet cluster into the same place. Then again chain 2, double crochet cluster into the same place. Just repeat the pattern. Then chain 3, make single crochet between double crochet from the previous row. Then chain 3, next single crochet between the next double crochet from the previous row, and so on until the end of the row. At the end I finish with chain of 3. I just slip stitch into the first double crochet cluster and the next slip stitch into the arch. Row 5, chain 3, then double crochet into the same place, then chain 2, make double crochet cluster into the same place, like this. Then make chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make double crochet cluster into the next place between double crochet clusters, like this. Then chain 2 and again in the same place the second double crochet cluster, so it should look like this. Then again chain 3 and make single crochet into the air loops from the previous row, into the 3 air loops from the previous row. Then again chain of 3, the next single crochet into the next little arch, again chain 3, single crochet into the little arch. So in total you should make 4 single crochet with chain of 3. And repeat the pattern. Make double crochet cluster between the first double crochet clusters from the previous row, like this, and then chain 2, the second double crochet into the same place, then make chain 5, make double crochet cluster between the next double crochet clusters from the previous row, the first one, then chain 2 and the second one into the same place, and then just repeat the pattern until the end of the row. Chain 3 and single crochet with chain 3. I join the row with a slip stitch and make the second slip stitch into the little arch, then chain 3 and make double crochet into the same place, then chain 2, make the second double crochet cluster into the same place, like this, then chain 5, make double crochet cluster into the big arch, chain 2, and make the second double crochet cluster into the same arch, like this. Then again chain 5, make double crochet cluster between the next double crochet clusters from the previous row, the first one, then chain 2 and the second double crochet cluster, like this. Then chain 3 and make single crochet into the 3 air loops from the previous row, then chain 3, next single crochet into the next little arch, chain 3, and single crochet into the next little arch, chain 3. And then repeat the pattern. Make double crochet cluster between the double crochet clusters from the previous row, then make chain 2 into the same place the second double crochet cluster, then chain 5, double crochet cluster into the big arch, then chain 2, double crochet cluster into the same place, then chain 5, and repeat the pattern until the end of the row. Join the row with a slip stitch, like this. So here you can see we've made 5 double crochet clusters, but it's not the corner of our square. And we need to make slip stitches until the corner of the square. It's right here, it's the next double crochet clusters. So just make slip stitch into the little arch, then slip stitch into the double crochet cluster, and then slip stitches into the air loops until you reach the middle between the double crochet clusters. And right now we're gonna start each row from the corner of this square. To start row 7, make chain 3, double crochet into the same place, then chain 2, the second double crochet cluster, then make chain 5, and single crochet into the arch of air loops, like this. Then again chain 5, and double crochet cluster between the next double crochet clusters from the previous row. Chain 2, the second double crochet cluster into the same place, like this. Then chain 3, and make single crochet into the little arch, chain 3 from the previous row. Then again chain 3, and the second single crochet into the little arch, like this. Again chain 3, and make double crochet cluster between double crochet clusters from the previous row. Chain 2, and the second double crochet cluster into the same place, like this. Then chain 5, and make single crochet into this arch of chain of air loops from the previous row, like this. Again chain 5, and double crochet cluster into the corner of our square. Chain 2, and the second double crochet cluster, and then repeat the pattern. Chain 5, make single crochet into the big arch of chain of air loops from the previous row. Then again chain 5, double crochet cluster between double crochet clusters from the previous row. Chain 2, the second double crochet cluster into the same place. Then chain 3, and make single crochet into the little arch, chain 3 from the previous row. Then chain 3, and the second single crochet, chain 3, and repeat the pattern until the end of the row. So right now you can see that we're gonna make into the big arches single crochet and chain 5, and corners with double crochet clusters and chain 2. At the end of this row, just don't forget, I forgot about this, make single crochet and chain 5 into this arch just before we joining the row. And only after that join the row with a slip stitch. I forgot about it, and in the future I will remake this and the next rows. Make a slip stitch between double crochet clusters, and this is how it look like 7 rows. Make chain of 3, double crochet into the same place, first double crochet cluster, then chain 2, double crochet cluster into the same place, then chain 5, Make single crochet into the next arch, then chain 5, make the next single crochet into the next arch, then again chain 5, make double crochet cluster between double crochet clusters from the previous row, chain 2, the second double crochet cluster into the same place, then make chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make single crochet, 1 single crochet into the air loops from the previous row, like this, again chain 3, and make double crochet cluster between double crochet clusters from the previous row, chain 2, in the same place the second double crochet cluster, like this, then chain 5, make single crochet into the next arch, just repeat the pattern, chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, and make the corner double crochet clusters between double crochet clusters from the previous row, chain 2, and in the same place double crochet cluster, the second double crochet cluster. How many times I said double crochet cluster? So just repeat the pattern until the end of the row, and you can see our pattern is almost completed. I joined the row, made slip stitch between double crochet clusters, then chain 3, double crochet into the same place, chain 2, double crochet cluster into the same place, then chain 5, and make single crochet into the next arch, like this, again chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, and the third single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, double crochet cluster between double crochet clusters from the previous row, chain 2, double crochet cluster into the same place, like this. Then we need to make the next double crochet cluster without any chains between the next double crochet clusters, like this. So the first double crochet clusters like this, then chain 2, and the next double crochet cluster into the same place, like this. Then chain 5, make single crochet into the next arch, just repeat the pattern, chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, and make the corner double crochet cluster, then chain 2 and the second double crochet cluster into the same place, and repeat the pattern until the end of the row. So I guess you understand that it's always between double crochet cluster, chain 2. And I'm gonna show you again how we complete the pattern in this row. So make double crochet cluster, it's not the corner, chain 2, the second double crochet cluster into the same place, like this, and then next double crochet cluster between next double crochet clusters from the previous row, without any chains, like this, then chain 2 and second double crochet cluster into the same place, and then just complete this row. So row 10 is the last in this pattern. Just make the first double crochet cluster like we did before, then chain 2 and the second double crochet cluster into the same place, then chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, again chain 5, single crochet into the next arch, chain 5, and right now we're gonna make like the top double crochet cluster, yarn over, make the double crochet cluster between the double crochet cluster from the previous row, but not completed. So you have 3 loops on the hook right now. Then yarn over again, insert the hook between the next double crochet clusters, grab the yarn, pull it out, crochet first 2 loops, yarn over again, grab the yarn, pull it out, crochet first 2 loops, like this. You have 5 loops on the hook, and then grab the yarn and crochet all 5 together. So it's our top double crochet cluster, like this. Then again chain 5 and repeat the pattern until the end of the row. Of course, I'm gonna show you again how we make the top double crochet cluster. So yarn over, make uncompleted double crochet cluster between the double crochet cluster from the previous row, like this. Yarn over again, crochet first 2 loops. Right now you have 3 loops on the hook. Then yarn over again, insert the hook between the next double crochet clusters, crochet first 2 loops, then yarn over again, grab the yarn, pull it out, crochet first 2 loops. You have 5 loops on the hook. Grab the yarn and crochet all 5 together, like this. And then again chain 5 and repeat the pattern until the end of the row. And this is how it looks like. Very beautiful. So I completed the whole pattern, all 10 rows, and this is how it looks like. After row 10, the front part and the back part will be different, and now we're gonna crochet the front part. Right now, if you want to make the top bigger size, I'm making the top for size S, you need to crochet a few more rows, like just in a circle, repeating just arches and the corners of the square. Right now, the width of my square is 24 centimeters. As it front part, we're gonna continue crocheting just 3 sides of the square and leave one side for the neckline. We will make 2 rows like this, and then we're gonna make decreases, 3 more rows with decreases. So you can put the markers on 2 corners of the square just to remind yourself that we're gonna crochet just 3 sides only. So continue crocheting, chain 3, and then turn your work. Make double crochet into the same place. Then chain 2 and make double crochet cluster into the same place. Like this. Then chain 5 and just crocheting arches with single crochet and chain 5, 3 sides of the square, and making the corners with double crochet clusters and chain 2 between them just until the next marker. On the corners I made double crochet clusters, make chain 1 and turn your work. Then make slip stitch between double crochet clusters. Again chain 3, make double crochet into the same place. Then chain 2 and double crochet cluster. And again chain 5, single crochet, on the corners double crochet clusters with chain 2 between them, and so on until the next marker. So we made with you 12 rows and 7 double crochet clusters on the corners of the square. To make a back part, you need to crochet the same way, 12 rows, but don't leave one side for neckline. Just crochet in a circle, like we did before, following the pattern of arches and corners. The next 3 rows on the back part will be the same as we're gonna crochet right now on the front part with decreases. So row 13, just arches without the corners. Chain 1, turn your work and make slip stitch between double crochet clusters. And right now make chain of 5 and make single crochet into the next arch and crochet following the pattern and the corners 3 sides of the square till this corner. The last arch, chain of 5 between double crochet clusters, like this. Then turn your work, make chain 1 and make slip stitch into the arch, into the first arch. Then make chain 5 and single crochet into the next arch. Crochet following the pattern 3 sides of the square. The last single crochet into this arch. The last single crochet in this row into the last arch, chain 1, turn your work, make slip stitch into the first arch, then chain 5 and single crochet into the next arch and crochet following the pattern 3 sides of the square. And like this we made together 3 rows with decreases. Finish the row into this arch right here. So the front part is done. The width of the square is 31 centimeters. So the back part crochet almost the same way as the front part, as I said before, 12 rows following the pattern, then 3 more rows with decreases as we did on the front part. And right now I'm gonna show you how to make the upper part of this side of the top. So this is my back part, 12 rows in a circle and 3 rows with decreases only by 3 sides. And let's make the upper part. I'm gonna start with this arch left from the double crochet cluster corner till the next corner, and I will not crochet the rows with decreases, just from the corner to corner. Make a starter loop, then insert the hook into the arch near the corner right here, grab this loop, pull it out and make chain of 5. Then make single crochet into the next arch, then again chain of 5 and single crochet into the next arch, and so on until the next corner. So finish this row right here, then just turn your work, make slip stitch into the first arch and make chain of 5. Then again single crochet into the next arch, then again chain 5, single crochet into the next arch and crochet like this until the last arch in this row. This is the last arch. Single crochet like this. Then turn your work, make slip stitch into the first arch like this. Again chain 5, single crochet into the next arch and so on until the last arch. So you can crochet like this as many rows as you want, just decreasing the arches. From the corner I made 5 rows with decreases, like this. At the end just chain 1, cut the yarn and pull out the loop. Hide the ends, making few knots around the stitches. And right now we're gonna join two parts together and we have left only straps. I'm gonna continue with the yarn because I didn't cut the yarn after my front part, but you can make starter loop and join the yarn like we did before. We're gonna start with the arch that is serged from the corner, from the double crochet clusters. It's our last row. Make chain 3 on the front part, then single crochet into the same arch but on the back part. Then make again chain 3 and single crochet on the front part again. Then chain 3 and single crochet on the back part. So we are alternating single crochet on the front part, then on the back part, and so on, all side down. And crocheting like this, our connection will be seamless. At the end, just chain 1, cut the yarn. And this is what we should have. On the other side, crochet the same way from the bottom to the top. On the top, don't cut the yarn because we're gonna continue making edging. The edging make with single crochet into each arch. As many area loops as we did on the arch, as many single crochet you need to make into this arch. For example, 5 air loops, 5 single crochet, or 3 air loops, 3 single crochet, or if you see double crochet cluster, then make 3 single crochet into this double crochet cluster. Crochet with single crochet all the neckline from the front part, from the back part, 2 rows in total. The second row I start without connection, just continue crocheting. And this is what we should have, hide the end, and we're gonna make the straps. The straps is better to crochet closer to the center of the top, not above the double crochet clusters. So I'm gonna make 7 single crochet for my one strap. Insert the hook into the stitch, grab the yarn, pull it out, crochet 1 loop on the hook, then insert the hook into the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull it out, and crochet 2 loops on the hook. It's single crochet. Then crochet as many single crochet as you want for your one strap, and then chain 1, turn your work, and crochet single crochet. So in total you need to crochet 45 rows or more. So the length of one my strap is 21.5 centimeters. At the end of the strap I made chain 1, leave a longer tip and cut the yarn. And right now with a needle I just sew the strap to the back part of the top. And this is our result. I think this top is super cute and looks unique because it's not like the usual mesh tops. Because of the lace in the middle, it gives like mandala vibes. This top is perfect for summer. I think if you want, you can make the sleeves too. It's just mesh rectangular and join this rectangular with the same way as we joined the front part and the back part together. This top gonna be one of my favorite tops this summer. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sure you did it well. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to add them in the comments or write me on my Instagram. Also, don't forget to tag me on your Instagram when you're creating something by my tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye, kitties!